I want us to look at some of those equities that are currently losing as we speak. I don't want to that we focus on those that are gaining, but let us look at those that are on the losers chart to see the mistakes that some people might be making. We will still come back to analyze the results, audited report from Transcorp, but in just one or two words, do you believe that the decline in the price of Transcorp as we speak now is justified?
I don't believe so. Like I said on the radio this morning, that yes, I know that people will be rushing to come and sell, and I said that they will be making a mistake, and I'm still saying it, even if Transcorp is doing about almost 10% down, because there are people that will be taking it from them. I've also asked, over time, have we really been buying Transcorp because of the dividend? No.
No.
So and when we will talk about it when we see the result.
Right. Now, Wema Bank, should Wema Bank be declining? Some people were saying on our platform the other day that they expect the price to still jump up a little bit.
Yes, I think why we are saying Wema Bank retracting, I will say that this decline is retracting it because there is profit taking, because a number of people took the Wema Bank at 50 kobo. So selling at this price.
And we were even discussing the Transcorp before we came on set now, that for anyone who probably bought
at
Transcorp
105,
and
now
naira,
171.
I mean, I tell you, even at 150, that is talking about
First of all, book that profit.
50% returns. So what are they looking for? All right. Okay, Nigerian breweries, we also know that this decline is justified.
Yes, you see, there is one thing that the market always look for, especially when you decline in turnover. It seems that you are losing your share of the market. And that you are losing your share of the market, you cannot control your cost. Sometimes you can lose turnover and then control your cost, and then the EPS will also be better than the previous year. But this time around, we saw a decline in turnover, we saw a decline in any per share, and a decline in the dividend declare. I think that's what the market.
We'll still come back to Nigerian breweries. It's not its time yet. Now,
that's what the market is reacting to.
Now, Oando, please remove the Nigerian breweries. We are not there yet. When it is time to display Nigerian breweries, we'll tell you. Oando, you believe it is an Ogbanje stock?
One, we have said that when 2 weeks and last week we had a very good market. You can discover that all stocks were going up.
Yep.
So Oando follow suit. So as people are beginning to take profit, people that have made profit in Oando, they also begin to sell down.
Why do you think that Oando cannot sustain consistent price appreciation?
It's because of the kind of result that they always bring to the market. When you see a situation where a company is losing from continuing operation and gaining from discontinuing operation, and now coming back to be positive, and the market is looking at it with one eye.
I don't think Fidelity and FCMB should be on the losers chart for today.
Because profit, that is not because of postponement of election. I think it's strongly because profit is
taking. Now let's go to the audited reports now. We start with Transcorp. Right? Now you can help display the audited report of Transcorp. And then we look at that together. And you see what I did there is particularly when you look at the row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where I wrote price 2018 to 2019. Now, as at last Friday, the closing price of Transcorp on the floor of the Nigerian Stock Exchange was 1 naira 71 kobo. It was 2 naira 11 kobo as at 15th of February 2018. All right, so you will see that Transcorp has actually declined in price in the last 1 year, plus or minus. And Aruna, this equity has recorded decline of 18.96% in price. And look at the audited report. Turnover, 29.74% growth. Then profit after tax, 94.47% growth, which suggests, because if you look at the profit margin now, it becomes bogus, which means that there are certain measures that have been introduced in this organization such that they spend less to generate more. All right? Am I correct in my assumptions?
You are.
Now, you now come to earning per share, 23 kobo, and then 12 kobo same period last year. This is 91.67%. All right? And these are figures. The PE ratio, as at last year, when they declared their result relative to the price of 1 naira 71 kobo, was 17.58, which was high. And now the PE ratio at 1 naira 71 kobo is 7.43. What does the PE ratio say? If you are to be paid in earnings declared, how many years it will take you to recoup your investment in the case of Transcorp? It is getting better. Yeah. Am I correct?
Yes, it's getting shorter.
Now, earnings yield, which is the relationship, the percentage difference or the percentage yield, that is to say, relating the earnings with current price. Now, for last year, it was 5.68%. For this year, it is 13.45%. And then from no dividend last year, if I'm correct,
I think 2 kobo.
2 kobo. All right, I didn't bother to look at that. I just assumed dividend last year. All right, to 3 kobo this year. Why do you think that this price is down? And now that it is down, is it justified?
It's not justified. Like what I said, there are people that will just rush, without really sitting down. I was telling somebody that last year, out of 12 kobo, they paid 2 kobo, they retained 10 kobo. If they can retain 10 kobo to generate what they did, 23 kobo for this year, then what they now want to retain 20 kobo, then you can see what they will generate in their next quarter four. This is a growth company. It's great. It's just showing that there are possibilities in Transcorp. Figures don't have emotion. It's not as if I have anything in Transcorp, but we are looking at the result that they brought, and this is it that we are looking at. So it means that taking position in Transcorp, we are not losing out.
You are a stockbroker. What would be your advice to those that are watching us right now?
Somebody called me this morning. I said, this is what I feel that is going to happen, and that if you see Transcorp on offer, please buy. At 1.54, and they told me, said it's like it's actually on offer. I said, please, you can take it.
All right. So that is the opinion on Transcorp, and it is without prejudice. All right. They are not even our partner on this platform. What we have done is in the interest of the public, and not even in the interest of the company. All right. So we have said what we feel we should say, going by figures, and like Aruna has said, figures don't have emotion.